Hey everybody, it's Ivy from Stay at Home Mom Plus, that's SAHMplus.com. I'm here with you today because I want to share a little bit about how I almost get everything done. Going back to school right now is huge for everybody and I'm incredibly busy. One of the things that I do to keep myself on track and get everything done is a meal plan. But meal planning is not always easy, and I have a difficult time with getting stuck in a dinner rut. If you're like me, you probably have the same issues. What are we going to eat? How do I plan around everything else that we have going on? Because normally with back to school comes back to after school activities as well. And some of us work. I know I call myself a stay-at-home mom, but I'm not. I work at home. But one of the things that I do to keep me on track, because of the dinner rut that we've been in, and because back to school is hectic, after school activities start making it hectic, and recently we decided to join a gym, trying to fit that now into an already crazy schedule. So I decided that I was going to let somebody else do my meal planning for me. I researched extensively who was going to be able to handle my particular food allergies. My kids don't have to worry about that, but I do. So I wanted to offload some tasks, but I needed it to actually help me, and I needed to be able to eat too. What I didn't want to happen is I joined a meal plan service and my family was taken care of, but then I was going to have to cook something for myself. So it needed to be something that I could partake in as well. So a while back, I was given a trial for PlateJoy. This is a sponsored video by PlateJoy, but I want to tell you why I like it. I've actually been using it about 2 months now, and I don't really foresee any reason to not continue using it. So I just wanted to tell you that PlateJoy has been really essential for our back to school and everyday activities, because I have been able to personalize it to the members of our family, to my food allergies, and while the family has to eat according to my food allergies, that's nothing new for us. Normally I just add like an additional side that I wouldn't be able to eat, but they would enjoy. And that's really nothing new for me anyway. So anyway, PlateJoy, you can personalize it according to your taste, your health goals, or as in my case, dietary restrictions or food allergies, your family size, and all kinds of other things. PlateJoy helps you find healthy recipes, and they provide you the shopping list. When you start, you take a quiz, a lifestyle quiz, and you tell PlateJoy pretty much everything about your family, and that includes any food allergies. That includes the time that you have available to prep and cook. So if you don't want to spend several hours or 45 minutes on dinner, you can tell PlateJoy that's not for you. I have mine set up so that it covers everything, and then when I individually select meals, I determine whether or not I have the time available. Just for me, I like the range of options. Anyway, aside from that, you can also choose the exact number of meals that you want for the week to fit your schedule. So in our case, we typically eat out once during the work week or a school night, and we may eat out once or twice over the weekend. PlateJoy does breakfast, and you can tell it how many people are eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you want it to make enough dinner for lunches, you can have it do that as well, so that you're not having to cook and make lunches. But each individual meal or each individual thing, you can tell it how many people and who are eating those meals, because you're going to enter each of your family members into the system as well. That way it calculates for everybody, and whether they need a normal adult portion. If you're trying to gain weight, you may want a larger portion, or it has child portions. What's really cool is that I know that we're all busy, we're always on the run. If you've got kids in multiple sports and extracurricular activities, meal planning may be something that you have to do on the go. And recently PlateJoy added an app so that you are able to meal plan on the go. That's really handy. Look down in the description, and I'm going to share a referral link, and you can use my personal promotion code. It's SAHM plus blog 1. Use that when you go to the link that I'm going to provide in the description, and you'll get a special discount with PlateJoy to try them out for yourself. Now I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to do a screen share on my iPad so you can see the app itself, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how I use PlateJoy to get meal planning done in just a few minutes. So let's shoot on over to the screen share so you can see the app. Okay, so here we are. We are on the iPad app for PlateJoy. You will see that I am currently in, I'll show you, I'm currently in the personalized section. And this is the section that you'll actually start with when you sign up for PlateJoy. This is your lifestyle quiz to tell PlateJoy about your preferences. So you'll see that I have 2 adults and 2 children. I've named everybody. I've told everybody, or I've told PlateJoy what our portion sizes are going to be. And here you can determine if you're trying to lose weight, you can let PlateJoy know that. Okay, it asks about the children, and currently my kids still use child's portions. And I'll ask you if you're limiting carbohydrates, how often do you eat meat? I am no restriction, although I don't do dairy, but that's down later. You'll answer questions about that. Do any of the following apply to you? Obviously, I'm gluten-free and dairy-free. And then if you prefer to avoid certain foods, this is where you would enter that, and you see that I'm kind of weird. I can't have almonds. Anyway, so this will change your menu options. Do you want seasonal produce or not? Do you want to spend less money but also have less variety? Or do you like a variety of meals and your budget maybe isn't as much of a concern? I like to eat much more different things because I do eat leftovers, so I don't want to eat the same stuff all week long. Leftovers, in my opinion, are starting to get boring anyway, so I definitely don't need to eat the same leftovers or even similar all week long. I chose that I would like to do occasional batch cooking. I've actually got a pretty decent stock of food that I can just reheat in the freezer for busy nights or lazy nights, because I'm a mom. Sometimes I just want to be lazy. Let's not lie, we all do want to do that. It asks where I shop. I said traditional grocery store. That was before I started using the grocery delivery service that is recommended with PlateJoy. If I go shopping myself, I typically will go wherever. I have a few health food stores that I like to go to occasionally. And you can select the appliances you have in your home so that they know what kind of meals you can cook. Because I am dairy free, it asks what kind of milk your family prefers, what kind of rice. Anyway, these are all of your questions. How much time do you have for breakfast? Do you like smoothies?
How much variety do you prefer for breakfast? What would you like to make for lunch? I choose leftovers because generally I have an idea of what I'm going to pack for my kids, or I should say for my daughter for school. So I just have leftovers. How much time do you have to cook? I chose more than 50 minutes is fine for make ahead meals like the slow cooker options. And they really, honestly, even though they say more than 50 minutes, I really don't think I've spent more than 50 minutes preparing even a slow cooker meal. It's just that you have to prepare in advance the night before some of the things so that you could just dump it in the crock pot. But if you are short on time every day and you've only got the 20 to 35 minutes, I've actually had a significant amount of my meals in the 20 to 35 minute range. And if you want snacks and desserts, how much time do you have for that? You'll see all of your meals. It'll give you a selection of meals when you first start. And it's not everything that they have. The system is going to learn what your tastes are. If you rate things, it's a 5-star rating system, and if you rate things accordingly, it'll add or remove things from your list. Your 5 stars automatically will be added to like a rotating list, so it'll come up occasionally, or you can go back and grab it pretty easily if you want it again. And this is what you basically, when you go to personalize it, this is what you'll come up with. It'll show you breakfast options that you can add to your queue. You see that I've got quite a few already in my queue. You can search for more based on what you have or normally have around the house. You can choose some batch meals that sound good to you. You can choose dinners, and you can choose snacks, and you put them in your queue so that it knows to rotate through them. This is my current menu. When you're ready to create a new menu, I'm not going to go through the whole process, but you can edit the number of meals. I'll show you. Say you're really busy and you really only think you can make like 2 days of breakfast, and how many people are going to eat it. My dinners, it's going to tell me 4 recipes for 4 people because that's who's on there. I could do it for less, but then somebody's going to be messed up for the week. So I can't individually say how many dinners I want for how many people each night. So if you know that you're going to be cooking for 2 people one night, you can't tell it that I'm only going to cook for 2 people. Otherwise, you're going to be cooking for 2 people all week. And snacks and desserts. You hit back, and then you can tell it to add your favorites. You can actually search for meals based on the ingredients you have on hand, and then you would click the create menu button. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Shopping list. This is my shopping list for the week that I am currently on. And you'll see that you can print. There's a print in the top right, or you can send ingredients to their grocery delivery service that you are ready to cook. You open up the menu, you open up the particular recipe that you're ready to cook, and there you go. And this is what helps me to meal plan.
So there you have it. That was just a quick overview of PlateJoy. Trying to meal plan on my own around everything was really difficult, and PlateJoy has made that so much easier. But what is that? Roughly 20 minutes, and they've done all the work, and then all I have to do is say yes or no and get my groceries and cook. So that is my secret to meal planning as a really busy mom just like you. So head down in the description, look for my referral link, look for my personal promotion code to see what kind of deal you're going to get. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.